Hello, welcome back to Making Video Your Business, another episode of this lovely new podcast in our new set. So this week's guest, if you're in the property industry, you'll know this man's face. This is Bevan from Loop. Hi, Mark. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Excellent. Yeah, having a good week so far.
Yep, and thank you for allowing me to come.
I know a few CRM softwares. What's Loop? Why is it different? How long has it been around?
Yeah, we've been going 7 years. So founded by Oliver Gleave, who used to run Dupix. Fundamentally, we've been moving, I suppose, very well in the past kind of 5 years. It's always evolving. Every agent wants to work slightly differently as well. So you constantly have to evolve, listen, and improve. Ollie uses a famous terminology of tech and touch. So you need to kind of just make it more technical, but also easy to use.
Is that in terms of the user interface? Because you've also got, I mean, you can talk more about the CRM software. You've got the Pocket app.
Yeah, I mean, our previous app, and most of our clients will kind of agree with us. Our previous app was built and then I suppose just left alone really, and we concentrated more on the CRM side of things. But we know we needed to improve on the app. Mostly every single one of our agents use it whilst they're out and about, and it's the greatest thing that we can really improve on straight away now. That allows agents to basically do more when they're out and about.
So is it just a mobile version of the software?
Within reason. So you can't do 100% of the capabilities, but we are getting there. We've just started to be able to push data back in as well. So let's say you're out doing a viewing and you wanted to go and record the view and feedback. Now you can go and do that within the Pocket Edition, whereas before it was just read only. You couldn't do anything with it.
Okay, right.
We get, you guys were part of our conference and we'll come to that in a minute. Yeah. But the feedback from the clients was that we want this, this, and this, and our pipeline is this much in terms of what we want to do. And I suppose there's only so many dev hours that we've got, but ultimately we want it to be, the best app out there. We know that so many people are on their phones nowadays, and I don't think it'll be a desktop killer, but I think we certainly want it to be the best in the marketplace, and we're getting there. We get a lot of good feedback on it.
Yeah, it was fantastic for a conference like that, where, I mean, and you'll be best placed to say, but it felt like it was almost like this feedback group, like when you have a viewing for a film or some, in the early stages, where you got current users in the room and you weren't, what struck me was that, like, Oliver and yourself were talking on stage and you were like, look, we're aware we haven't done this yet, but there are plans to, and that's because you guys want it. And it wasn't people were there going, oh, where's this? Where's that change? Everyone was very much on the same page, on the same journey. Yeah. And they realized that for that to get better for them, they had to work with you and vice versa. Yeah. So,
we've built a really good Loop family, we could call it. And, all of our agents know what they're coming into. We're fairly open and transparent on the product and where it does need to be improved. But ultimately, the guys who come on love seeing all the improvements and love us, and that's being big-headed, but we've won Esther's Supplier of the Year, twice in a row now, and I think that's saying something. We're going for it again. I want the hat trick. I'm fairly competitive. Excellent. The guys have been working really hard last week, and we're doing really well in terms of the reviews. But we wanted to build a sense of community, just openness and transparency on the product as well, and what we want to improve, and also what the clients want us to improve as well. It's really hard when you're a really small company to get your brand out there when you're competing against, massive companies, let's just say nationwide companies. To be in a conference where agents are coming up to us and go, wow, Mark, you guys are absolutely smashing it. And although
they mean it,
I'd want more, but ultimately we're doing the right thing because we're getting spoken about, and we're being invited into conversations where 4 years ago, 5 years ago, they wouldn't have even known about us. So that's a good place to be. But like I said, lots more work to do. There's a couple of things that I've learned from the day. Ben Marley, who was like exceptional on the day, delivered really good value with what he went through with our clients. And I think I'd like a bit more of that stuff that no one has thought about or no one is thinking about, and for that, so when they walk away, they've got something to take home.
Real takeaways.
Yeah, there will be another one. Maybe next year, who knows? There's certainly a lot of organisation.
It's not as easy as booking a room and people turning up, is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of stressful nights. But just a highlight, really, our guys. We had Alex Ted and Ollie doing the talking. Ollie's just exceptional in his public speaking anyway. And Ted and Alex, although they said they were extremely nervous, and I didn't see them shaking on stand, but they did really well.
Yeah.
Alex is our trainer, so he's used to
being in front of people. And
And then Ted's one of our developers who he leads on the product on the app.
Right.
So it was probably one of the ones where they had the most amount of engagement. Most of our clients were talking to Ted whilst he was on the stage, and certainly under pressure. But yeah.
Why did you have us? I mean, it could have been anyone, but why are you having testimonials filmed from current customers? What's the value to that as a business, really?
First of all, they're locked away in a room and they can't really say no. Secondly, we get testimonials from when we do the install. So when we walk out the front door of an agent on a Thursday, let's say, we get a selfie or a picture with our clients in front of their office. But a worded testimonial, sometimes, you know what it's like when you're reading things online. You just kind of scroll a little bit and then move on.
Yeah.
There's so much to video that, even I mean, this is a step out of my comfort zone, to be honest, to be in front of a camera. So people don't like doing it, I suppose. But actually, what did we get? 15 videos of clients, clients talking about how good we were. So they're obviously up for it. And we put a prize at the end, which made it worthwhile as well. But yeah, what are we going to use them for? I mean, marketing. It's all about allowing your clients to do the marketing for you, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
Short and sharp.
How much do you push on your staff or request of your staff that they become slightly more visible within the business?
Yeah, it's all about building a personal brand, I suppose. So I want them to do it a bit more. Let's be honest, it's out of comfort zones. I personally used to hate it, but I'm here now doing it, which is great. And I'll get better and better.
And it gets easier, right?
I'll get easier and easier by doing it. Yeah. So I think Ollie is very good at doing it. But yeah, like the sales guys need to be making their, improving their own brand, I suppose, by doing more and more. And whether that's being at a place like Grantham, let's just say, and they're doing a demo, one quick video, one selfie video that goes on LinkedIn saying, I'm in Grantham seeing this agent. If you want to see us, or if you want to see why this agent,
book an appointment or
exactly.
Give me a call.
It doesn't hurt, but it's getting out of comfort zones, isn't it?
Is it even on the pathway or the plan that you guys maybe do videos yourself to clients where it's like FAQ videos maybe?
Yeah, or we use Loom. Loom tends to work quite well.
Yeah,
so if an agent asks a question, we just record a simple Loom. That tends to work. I always remember the Guild conference and Chris Watkin. So there was me, Ollie, and Chris Watkin talking. And Chris said, right, we're going to do a video now. And literally Ollie went, Mark, this is you. And I was like, I just stood still and started shaking profusely, and was interviewed by Chris and then the lady at the Guild. But oh my God. Yeah. I look back at that video and I think, it's worse when you look at yourself, isn't it?
Completely.
Let's be honest. But
because to everyone else who's never met you before, that's just you.
Yeah.
But your wife and your kids might go, what are you doing, Daddy? Like, why are you standing like
so
that?
Nervous, shaking.
That fear of being judged locally, I guess, in your local patch, when actually, like, probably you'd feel more fearful if your local competitors started doing it first. They were first to market. You're playing catch up or copycat.
But we see it like we look after the EXP network, so we see them improving their personal brands and bringing out all these videos, and it's great for one, their vendors, two, for their brands and their business as well. But yeah, look, it's something that I know I've got to improve on, and I'll get better at doing it. But yeah, you just got to kind of chuck yourself in at certain stages.
We're in those life and times. What do you do outside of work? I mean, I've seen you're a keen cyclist. I've seen online. Like, got anything coming up with that? You might have a charity do going on? Yeah,
my thought process is John O'Groats to Land's End. There's a lot of people who are suffering with cancer, I suppose, just in our industry. And obviously we've got Chris here and his partner. I want to raise a minimum of 10 grand. And the way I'm going to do this is that it's 1,000 miles over 10 days. So 10 legs. Yeah. And then I'll basically go to Esther's, Moneypenny, you guys, and basically get a sponsor per leg.
Yeah. Nice.
But also I know that my route down will encompass some of our agents as well.
Oh, so you could even meet clients on the way down, or like if you're in Manchester, you go and see Kerfuffle or Heather at
Yeah,
Street and
exactly
stuff like that. And
yeah, and I think we've got
I mean, I
clients.
sense a video blog coming here or video vlog.
Yeah, I just need to get out there and do it, if I'm honest. And I remember when I did the 3 Peaks with Go2, and the way I achieved all the amount of the funding was when I was walking up the mountain on the last one, and I was like drenched and it was freezing cold and the wind was smashing against my face. But I was doing a video like halfway up Snowdon, I think it was. And I remember Spencer from Paramount, who was the last person that tipped me over the edge, which was great. But blimey, we're trying to organise this now. Trust me, it's an absolute, we've put like the logistics on a spreadsheet, and there's so much. And it's also all the hotels, all the equipment, nine pieces of clothing. If you ever cycle, guys, you know how much bib shorts are. But that's my thought process.
Yeah, no, I think that'll work nicely. And once you say get a bit of exposure, people want to get involved. Yeah. Unfortunately, like it seems more and more nowadays, everyone's touched by that in some way, shape or form, whether it's major illness or even cancer, like you say. But yeah, I mean, I think, we'd definitely be up for meeting you on the road somewhere, get the cameras hanging out the window, doing a little. That. What else? What do you do day to day outside the industry? Like,
I'm a Swindon Town fan. Come on the Reds.
Yeah.
Well, League 2 football is pretty dire, and we're like 3rd from bottom as well, so it's pretty horrendous.
Not the best season.
Other than that, it's just the weeks tend to just go, and then the weekends come and then they go because the kids have got clubs, and then I'm cycling or doing something. I'm playing football. Yeah, that's me really.
Yeah, it's the thing. Keeping yourself busy, stay out of trouble. Yeah. We always ask for podcast viewing, video, or ready book, businessy book. Like, you've come across anything? Do you read? Do you watch?
I'm more of a autobiography person. I like reading pre-kids, if I'm honest. I used to like reading autobiographies, but now it's just podcasts when I'm in the car, which is less and less now.
TV, films, you're a big film watcher, a box set watcher? What are you into at the minute?
Yeah, films, anything with Denzel Washington is always a good one. The Equalizer is probably my favourite.
Okay.
And then Day of the Jackal. Yeah, which
Eddie
is
Redmayne,
unbelievable. I've watched the first 5 yarn.
So he's paid for sniper. Yeah.
And the story keeps changing. It's like very good. It's hooking you in.
Oh, you've got to watch it as well.
You've got to watch it.
Yeah,
100%. But yeah, other than that, football.
Yeah, likewise.
Bike. That's it.
A bit more
really.
football. Yeah. Okay, thanks for coming on again, mate.
No, you're welcome.
All right,
Cheers.
see you soon.
Thank
Cheers.
you.